Thanks very much, Colin, and thanks, Wes, for the invitation here today. It's always dangerous getting after breakfast when you've just eaten wilted spinach. So if it's in my teeth, please forgive me and don't take any photos. It's an honour to be here, and actually it sounds funny coming from someone who works has been in the tertiary sector for the last 18 months, and prior to that about 9.5 years in school chaplaincy. You were standing in front of some business people and say, you guys are my people. The reason why is I grew up with a dad who was in property development and shopping centre developments, and found my way into agency recruitment and various other things. But somewhere in that journey, I was, as people do, try network marketing business to try and make some money. Little did I know God had a plan for me and introduced me to some really good quality people who authentically shared their faith. And I think that's the message here today as you all run your businesses, how you authentically share your faith. And I came to faith in Jesus at Logan Uniting, actually on the 21st of December 2003, so 20 years ago now. One of the reasons I was here is working at QUT in a chaplaincy capacity. I have the honour of kind of representing faith and religious belief there. People have often heard the term diversity and inclusion in our society. Don't know whether they exist in your businesses, but obviously out in the marketplace it is a term that's very common. What I found in the university sector, having been new there, is that diversity and inclusion usually didn't represent people of faith and people of religious belief. So I'm kind of stubborn, and I dug my feet in and started working around the community to work out how we could do that. So about in 31st of May was the official event. We launched it. It's just a glossy document. I've got a few of them there, called a Spiritual Support and Inclusion Action Plan. I don't actually like the title, but it's what we could land on. And the reason for this is just to say that people of faith and religious belief live in our community. And although QUT is a secular organisation, we don't do any kind of theology degrees or anything there. A lot of our people, including a lot of international students that find their way into QUT, come with some kind of religious belief. We've just had an intake for our second semester, and a large portion of them were from India. And you think about Indians, they come here usually with a Hindu, a Sikh, a Muslim or Christian faith. And, we want to honour that and provide platforms for them to feel safe and comfortable. But also for many of our domestic students who come through our schooling system, they've had access to a chaplain through SU, which I used to work for. And as they come through, that they know that they're accepted because of their beliefs. So as we roll this out, and there's a lot of action items that is really just, I've written a glossy PD for myself. But daily as I go through this and look at moving forward all of the things like inclusive communication, because a lot of the stuff that's communicated under the diversity and inclusion banner would exclude people of faith. Well, we're changing that. And thankfully at QUT, they're now, with the backing of the Vice-Chancellor in this document, I now have some nous and ability to influence those things. Also bringing in the community from the outside. Organisations like Red Frogs, we feel, could have some value on a university campus as opposed to just in student accommodation, and there are other events. Alpha, obviously a great program, and let's engage students in what the meaning of life might be for them. I also have the privilege of overseeing the multi-faith aspect, and I am a sold-out follower of Jesus, and I will never leave that. But one of the honours I have is to just advocate for other faith groups and that they're accepted. And being hosted down at the synagogue here on Margaret Street, which is a short walk from here, that is a wonderful experience if you ever get to do that. Rabbi Levi, as far as I know, is the only Jewish rabbi in Brisbane. Get him on text. He's a really approachable guy. We've got contacts in the Muslim community, Sikh, Hindu, and building others. But we love, and I love what Pastor Gary shared about the unity of the church, and that's across denominations. And we were able to host an Easter service on campus, which has never, as far as I know, been done before in this way, with 10 different churches and denominations, all 5 Christian student groups represented there, and we had 100 people on a Wednesday night before Good Friday. So it was amazing. And we've got an event coming up with, many would know, Glen Peterson from Questioning Christianity. Again, the fact that 5 Christian groups have said, we will unite with you and give you our logos and promote this event, for me, You know, when you read Jesus' prayer in John 17, the unity of the body of Christ is a passion I have. It draws emotion out of me, but we need to come together more because people from the outside aren't looking at us thinking we want to support them, so we need to support each other. So thanks very much for the time today.
Thank you, Glenn. Big round of applause for Glen Peterson. Thank you.